guys, it's Stephanie from Getting Gazelle. Today is a work day. I have been working on getting our homeschool curriculum sorted and organized for next school year. I'm without makeup, trying to give some things a chance to heal. Interestingly, my bright red cheeks when I don't wear makeup are gone now that I'm not eating gluten. Pretty cool. So you may have noticed some changes on our channel. The biggest change is that now all comments will be moderated. This is because somebody that decided to identify themselves by the letters B and J, or J and B, maybe, I think it was JB, said that they thought social services should look into our family because my kids have a lot of sickness, and check on our kids because we have a lot of sickness and discontent. And he posted it on our last video where we were excited we had found a new church and plugged in. We were excited to tell you that we had moved into our place. We were excited to tell you I was feeling better, that I had been diagnosed with H. pylori, and then I had the oral thrush, which normally only babies get. But you can get it from very strong antibiotics. You can get thrush. And so it just seemed rather odd. I know that there are people out on YouTube that are nothing but troublemakers and trolls. And I hate to do it, but I feel like maybe our sense of security and community with the YouTube community it's been a little tarnished. I've been welcomed, we've been welcomed openly. We have 300 and something, I forgot the number, subscribers, which amazes us all the time. But I just can't have threats of calling Child Protective Services on us. Something that JB might like to know is that as an adoptive parent, we have had social workers in our home. We've been approved for home studies twice. Because we actually completed one adoption and we had one adoption fail. And the adoption that failed was nothing to do with us. As happens in domestic adoptions, sometimes people change their minds. And it has nothing to do with the adoptive family. But we have passed 2 home studies. We've had social workers in and out of our house due to various issues with obtaining services for one of our sons that the government has deemed disabled. We've had nurses in and out of our house. We have had personal care assistants in and out of our house. And we have never had an issue with being reported for abuse of any kind. Most people comment that we have very happy children and that our children get along well together, which I attribute to us homeschooling in the beginning years. For a long time, my children's main peer group was their siblings. And as you have seen through our videos, our family spends a lot of time together. One of my friends here in Tampa was kind of laughing yesterday because yesterday we all went to Sam's Club together instead of one of us going and one of us staying with the children or one taking part of the kids. We just all went, and that's just how we do things here. So we're a very cohesive family. We don't have secrets from each other. It was just completely out of left field and disconcerting. So now comments will be on moderation until Brandon and I feel like it would be okay for us to change that and be more open with it. It's not the first time I've ever, I had a blog before we had our vlog, and I used to get rude comments on my blog too, mostly attacking our faith or our family size. It was rather interesting. But I had to do the same thing there and moderate comments, and eventually the troll gave up. So I'm a very stubborn person, and I can wait you out. I will just wait until there's, no more issues. And various vloggers I've watched have had to change things to, no comments or no, or moderation or whatever. The second thing I would like to do is something exciting. I would like to open the floor again for question and answers for Brandon and I. Because we have reached our subscription milestone. And we're pretty much an open book, as long as it's not something that we feel would cause an issue with security or safety of our children or ourselves. Totally open to that. And nothing else really to report. We had an amazing weekend, amazing 4th of July weekend. As an Army brat, it is very special to me to celebrate the 4th and to celebrate it well. And that it's not about just barbecuing out, it's about remembering what the 4th of July signifies for our country. We had an amazing service at church on Sunday, where our preacher preached about freedom and patriotism, and how we still have the ability in America to assemble and for religious meetings and organizations, and we also have the ability to openly read the Bible and worship God here. I know I have some friends that are actually missionaries in a closed country, so I can't tell you where they are, but it's a closed country. They are not open. They are not able to freely worship. They are they have an underground church, and I never forget how good we have it as far as worship. I don't agree with some of the things going on in the news. I try really, really hard not to watch too much of the news, but I just am still grateful that we can worship. I can teach my children about, my personal Lord and Savior. I have 2 children that have been baptized and have made their statement of faith. I have a son who can memorize large chunks of the Bible very easily, and I have 2 younger ones that are being brought up in our faith, which I think is amazing. I don't know if I've shared before, but I actually did not become a Christian until I was in high school, and I had gone to a drama. I'm outside. There's some neighbors. Love it. Anyway, we were, my family went to church, but it was like holidays church. I grew up going to church with different friends that I spent the night with, but I did not actually make a statement of faith until high school. And so in my family, I'm very much a first-generation believer. As far as, actively living out my faith, not just having biblical knowledge and not doing anything with it. So, I'm a first-generation believer, and I think it's amazing to watch little kids, and watch them come to the Lord. It is just priceless. It gives me goosebumps. I used to teach Awana, and I taught 3rd grade girls, and it was like, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks, I had girl after girl after girl after girl making statements of faith and being baptized, and I sat in the front row of that church and cried like I was their mom. I mean, it was so touching to know that our efforts with Awana and in our church and with our children's ministries had that big of an effect on a child and had changed their life so greatly. So it's just me today. Brandon is at work. He is working and vacationing and all kinds of things. We had some friends come in from Georgia last week, and so this past weekend we spent some time with them. It's actually our mutual friend that introduced Brandon and I, so she got to see all the little children that we joke that she's responsible for because she introduced us, and she hadn't had the chance to meet all of them. She's also my friend that attended my aunt's funeral with me when I flew back to Georgia, and her mom was with her and her son, which I hadn't met, and so that was really fun. We had some good times in downtown Disney and got rained on, and it was fun, so fun. And then I have another group of friends coming in the end of September, beginning of October, which I can't wait to meet up with again. And it seems like more people visit us in Florida than they do in Minnesota. Brandon teases that if they didn't visit us in Minnesota, they're not allowed to visit us in Florida. We would never say that. So, other than that, everything is good. Get your questions in, and I have a couple questions that were late last time, and so I will put those on the list this time, and then we will get to rocking and rolling. I need to go back inside and finish printing and sorting and doing all the yummy homeschool mom things, since today is my work day and Brandon is off tomorrow because we have a lot to do tomorrow. So I will let you go. It's currently quiet time in our house, which is the best thing a wise mom ever taught me, was that everybody in our house has quiet time. So even the ones that don't need naps have time to rest. As usual, if you have any prayer requests that you would like either Brandon or I to pray for, or both of us, you can leave it on our below in the moderated comments, or you can email us at gettinggazelle@gmail.com, or you can go to our Facebook page, which is Gettin Gazelle. We'll be happy to pray for you. And that's it. I'll talk to you later. Bye.